$40 billion just this year alone. Oh, it's crazy. This another.
Hi, everybody at home. Today we're going to have a discussion. We just wrapped up our test, so they are just checking their answers to see how many they got wrong. And then we're going to have a discussion on intelligence. And students are also taping their intelligence picture to the board right now. So don't forget to bring your intelligence pictures in, because I would like to actually have you guys put them up on the board as well. So I will do my best so you can hear the discussion. It just might be difficult at times. And then tomorrow we're going to begin the theories of emotion. I'm sorry. We're going to begin the theories of intelligence. So your homework tonight is read 528 to 532. We're going to begin, guys. If you did not hear me, I assigned some of you into the A group and some of you into the B group, otherwise group 1 and group 2. So Ava, what were you? A. Okay, so then that means, Mitchell, you'll do the second question on the yellow sheets. Leah, do you have a packet with you? No. You need one? I've got them right up here. You can just grab one. So you'll do the first questions on the yellow sheets. Chase, you are the second. So there's 4 questions on those yellow sheets. You guys do not need to write in full sentences, just a couple notes down, generating our discussion that we're going to have here. If you are at home, we are on our packet, and we are going to actually start our discussion about intelligence. And so if you are at home, you could jot some things down and hopefully chime in just as you're listening to us and what you hear your peers say about what the definition of intelligence is, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what we are doing. I don't want you to spend too long like writing in complete sentences or anything like that. I'd rather us more discussing it. Chase?
Do you mean like the second question on discussion question A?
I want the second question on all 4 yellow sheets. So there will be 4 questions. Chase 4 questions, and you'll answer question number 2 on each of those yellow sheets. They're opinion-based. Again, we're not turning them in. Today I began class by actually sharing with you guys, this is our intelligence unit. First hour, I was so glad you guys brought in some pictures of people you know. Our definition of intelligence is subjective. It's based on what you think is intelligent and based on your experiences. If I had a picture to choose from somebody I knew personally, I'd probably pick my grandpa, who's now passed away. He graduated from the 6th grade, you guys. 6th grade. Lived in Dubuque in his whole life, started a business in Dubuque that's no longer here anymore, and actually thrived and did very well. I grew up knowing him as a very smart man, but not book smart, not smart like where most people think smart is. That's who I would have chosen. But today I chose a different person, and the person I chose was based on yesterday, and I put the picture over here. I have 2 pictures of her. If anybody knew or saw last night's inauguration, the reason why I put this on the board isn't because of political, to be honest with you. Her poetry was absolutely beautiful, and until yesterday, I had never heard of this woman before in my entire life. She's 22. Her name is Amanda Gorman, and she was selected to read and actually write a poem for the inauguration. This part of the poem stood out to me a lot. And yes, we are far from polished, far from pristine, but that doesn't mean we are striving to form a union that is perfect. We are striving to forge our union with purpose, to compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions of man. And so we lift our gazes not to what stands between us, but what stands before us. We close the divide because we know to put our future first. We must first put our differences aside. After listening to her, I thought, boy, she is very intelligent in my mind. And I wanted to put her picture up for my intelligent person. So today, as we go forward and we think of intelligence, let's think of it in a broader sense. And as some of you are still kind of jotting down your answers, it's okay if you didn't have a chance to finish them all. What we're going to do is A is going to go first and B is going to facilitate. So the second group is going to be my facilitators. Michael, you are a second group? Correct. So Michael will start with asking the first question. Simple. He's just going to ask it out to the A group. That means, Anna, you are a B group to a second group. You are then going to summarize any main points, not all of them, just things that stuck out to you. And then finally, Emma, you're going to think of something that stood out to you that you want to clarify or for them to expand on. We're going to switch these roles as we go through. You're not asked to write anything down unless it's helpful for you guys at all. And we're going to listen. If you didn't have time to answer all the questions, it's totally okay. I'd rather you put your pencils down and just use this time to listen and think about really what these questions mean. And you guys can answer on the fly. All right. So Michael, we'll start with you.
Hey.
What's our first question?
What behaviors are distinctively characteristic of particularly intelligent and particularly unintelligent people?
So that means A group is going to answer this. I have no order. You can go in any order, A group. I do expect you all to speak, but don't feel like you got to repeat yourself. So if somebody went before you and they're like saying exactly what you said, you can be like, yeah, I said that, but I also said this. You know, feel like you can add. Here we go. A group.
I said that hardworking people, or intelligent people, were hardworking and determined and motivated. And I felt like
So we don't have time to like be called on. So we're not going to do that. Just A group, go.
I said intelligent people are less happy.
Did you say less happy?
I said intelligent people are like more creative and can think of things in like different ways than just like the original way.
I said unintelligent people don't know the answers to simple questions.
Is there any A group people that haven't spoke? All right. What's our main takeaways?
That intelligent people are hardworking and they could be less happy, but also creative, and unintelligent or lazy and they might not know the answers to questions.
Are you guys able to hear Missy? She's very quiet. You might want to pull the mask down when you do speak. There's nothing against you at all. What's your clarifying point, or what do you want them to expand on?
Why do you think they're less happy? Because I think if you're intelligent, I feel like sometimes like knowing the answer to something that not everyone knows to would make you like, oh, haha, I know that. Like kind of boost your confidence a little bit, make you happy.
I don't know, I just like heard that. I feel like because they have like a deeper understanding of like problems, so they're not as like naive, I guess. I don't know.
Good. Any last minute thoughts on the first one? Let's go to B. So now we switch roles. Isabel, you start with the question. Corinne, you'll summarize. Chase, you will are you?
Hey, B.
B.
I'm B.
Leah, you will actually come up with a clarifying question for B. Go for it.
Why do you think intelligence tests were developed? What are the advantages/disadvantages of knowing your IQ?
Same thing with you, Isabel, when you speak. Take that mask down if you don't mind. B, where are we? Anna? Loud.
An advantage might be that, like, you know what kind of like more like level classes to take and like what work you should be doing. And disadvantage might be you're constantly trying to be like as smart as you can, and you might put too much pressure on yourself.
Good point. Emma?
I was thinking they were kind of for teachers, just so like teachers could like, if they had a class with more intelligent people, they could like challenge them more, and if they had people with less intelligent, they could like help them out more, give them more like clues and hints as to what the answer is.
Okay.
Yeah. I said to find out who's smarter and then use those people and be the same as them and have a world of smart people. And then the advantage is bragging rights.
Mitchell.
I think that they were developed because it was more out of a curiosity of like who's smart and who's not smart. I think the advantage of it is like it boosts your confidence in what you're able to do, and the disadvantage could be the opposite effect of if you're not that smart, it's gonna encourage you not to do as well. Or
Michael?
I thought kind of like what Mitch said, they were kind of developed for anyone. Like it's just a good way to measure your intelligence, and I think it's an advantage that you can compare like your intelligence with others, because like that'll tell you if you kind of need to improve your intelligence or like if you need to get better.
Was that everybody? Quick summary?
Of the answers?
Yes, of what
Okay.
they said.
Basically, the advantages are so you can tell how smart you are, and it'll help out teachers. And some disadvantages, oh, I guess, and another advantage was bragging rights, that you're smarter than other people. But disadvantages were that it could make you feel like less than other people because you didn't score as high.
Okay. And then back to you, Leah. What clarifying question or point would you like them to expand on?
Like you said that if like you do bad, then you want to do better. Like, do you think if you do bad, people might just give up, like instead of wanting to do better?
I think this is directed to Michael.
I think that's a possibility, but I think there's also a lot of people that wouldn't be happy if they do bad, so they like want to get better.
Good, good. I found it interesting that none of you addressed, at least in that group, why do you think intelligence tests were developed? I hope in the next couple of days you really learn that. I mean, we're going to talk about the history of intelligence tests, and that was in your reading too. Like, what the heck, where did these come from? You know, why did people even think we needed to put these down? And the whole eugenics movement, if you're familiar with that, you scientists, that's going to be coming and stemming out of this. All right, flip our page. All right, you guys got to help me. I'm losing them. This is the A group. Who's my first? Where did we leave off with our questions? Chase, you're going to ask the question. You will then summarize, and then you will then ask them a clarifying point. Go for it, Chase. Nice and loud.
Are people born intelligent, or does the environment make them intelligent? Explain.
We'll start with you, Leah, since I'm right here.
I think people are born intelligent. Like, they have different, like, things that make them intelligent, but I don't think the environment makes you intelligent. It just could, like, make it easier for you to get, I don't know, more, like, knowledge about what you're intelligent about.
Okay. Ava?
I think the environment makes them more intelligent because they like can experience more things and like they learn things through life lessons, and that adds like how intelligent someone is, like what they've experienced. So I think.
So you disagree a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Isabel, nice and loud.
I think it's both. I think genetics have some role, but I also think like the environment and like the school you go to and like the way you learn affects like how intelligent you are.
So we have one, and then both. We're back to you.
I'm in the same boat as Isabel. I think that, like, I know some people that are just naturally smart and they don't really have to try in school, but I also know people that are given a lot more opportunities than other people and still aren't considered as intelligent as others that aren't, like, equipped with all those opportunities.
Sure. What do you got, Mitch? Anything from your major summaries here? I think everybody spoke.
It was majorly split between you're either born or the environment makes you intelligent. But the way that I took away it was like that experiences can help expand our intelligence and just the difference between the way we learn, because not everyone learns the same, obviously.
Okay. What do you want them to focus on here? You are on video.
This is a question for the whole group, not anybody specifically. But when you guys say like environment, do you think that's mainly like parenting or like experiences that happen in your life or like friends and peers, or like what do you think is the biggest environmental part?
I feel like parents are the most important, like when you're like 0 to 4. But then as you keep growing up, it's more like your school, your teachers, and like the people that surround you.
Anybody else? Good question. What do you think?
I would say I agree with Corinne. I think like parenting is huge when you're growing up. But then like as you become more independent and like on your own, then it's about like your peers and what happens in your life, like your experiences.
Do you guys feel like you're experienced people in life?
Not really.
Where do you get your experiences
I think
from?
it comes in age. Like as you grow up and you go on your own, like after like high school's over, like so in like a couple months for us, I feel like that's when we'll get like majority of our experiences in our life, because that's
Mhm.
when we're on our own. We don't have our parents there right with us. Like we have to make our own decisions.
Sure.
And so I feel like that's like when we get everything
Sure.
that we need to know in life.
As far as the experiences?
Yeah.
We also aren't in a career job right now, so it's kind of harder to gain experience in what we like at least.
Yeah. I fight that battle. Yep. All right, B. We left off with Leah, I think, right? With B. You're going to ask the question, right? You're going to ask the question. You're going to summarize the question, and you're going to come up with a good point to ask them.
Do you think there is any way to increase your intelligence? What sort of thing might you do?
Increase our intelligence, Michael Dubex.
I said yes, you can increase your intelligence, just because like, there's so many mind games out there, like just doing puzzles or like or like crossword puzzles or stuff like that. I think it's like good for your brain, and you could get more intelligent.
Okay. Anna, nice and loud.
I said yes because like you get more experience as you get older, and you could also try taking like harder classes, and that could help.
Emma, she was talking about kind of what you were saying before. What do you think?
I feel like there's not like a set way you can increase your intelligence. I feel like if you like something and you do more of it, that increases your intelligence of that specific thing. But I feel like overall, like, I don't think you can just like increase your intelligence of everything.
So you mean like on a standardized test?
Yeah.
But I could increase my intelligence of a particular thing I'm interested in.
Because I feel like it comes easier that way to you. Like, if you want to learn about it, you will. If
Okay.
you don't want to learn about it, you won't.
Good. Chase?
Yeah, I agree with what Emma said. I just said you can learn like specific things, or you can become intelligent on a specific thing through learning and practice.
You were too fast.
Oh, yeah.
This couldn't keep up.
I agree with what Emma said. You can learn, or you can become intelligent on specific things through learning and practice.
Good. Mitchell?
I believe that you can increase your intelligence, and it's more type of just experiences and practices to like expand your intelligence.
Kind of what they were saying.
Yeah, and it's like what Emma said. There's no clear-cut way of like increasing your intelligence. It's just more through as you get older and learn the way that you learn best. So.
It's interesting that you guys say age, because I wonder how many people truly feel like older people are intelligent. I hear a lot of stereotypes of elderly people of saying they're so stupid with technology. God, get off the road, Grandpa. You shouldn't be driving. You know, just stuff like that.
But intelligence is like the way that we're kind of thinking of it right now is like how smart we are in math, science, reading, and literature. But
Is it?
it
For you.
intelligent, and that's what I think what we're mainly thinking of right now. But if we go on with age and stuff, then like it's the intelligence of now like, knowing how to do your taxes and how to set aside money so you have enough to pay your bills, and it's just different things that intelligence can be. And so you think with age you should be able to learn more of those things.
That's an actual term we're going to learn in this class. It's called crystallized intelligence. And that's what you're describing. All right, next one. Flipping the page. I have no idea where we left off with my B team. Who's starting this one to ask the question?
I did the last thing last round.
Maybe Anna.
I asked this.
Oh, wait. We have to summarize this. Right? I skipped. Okay, what'd you come up with, Corinne? What's the summary?
Well, I had the question.
Oh, everybody at home, we've got bubbler disasters. So sorry, Corinne. I'm so sorry. I got it.
Okay, how did only that much go out?
Hey, where did we leave off, more importantly? Who was supposed to summarize?
I can get it. It's fine.
It's my fault. Huh?
I was supposed to do something.
Okay, what is the summary?
So, yes, you can increase your intelligence,
Oh, I'm sorry.
but it's not through like a specific thing. It just comes with age and like what you're interested in.
Yeah, I did get that too, the interest level. Okay, now who is supposed to come up with a question, Corinne?
That would be me.
Hey, this smells kind of good over there.
What you got, Corinne?
I kind of lost it.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. Okay, we can go on.
No, it's fine. Okay, wait. So, do you guys think that intelligence would be like if one person improves on a test more than another, or do you think it could be left to that that person might just be better at test taking?
So B group.
I think test taking, I legit do think that some people are just better at test taking than others.
I don't know that you know it or you don't know
That's
it.
not true. You can eliminate multiple
No,
choice.
some people get nervous.
You can get
and
lucky.
stressed out
You can get
during
lucky.
tests.
That doesn't make you good at test taking. It makes you lucky.
I know, I'm just saying
You're like attacking him.
yeah, I just think
I like it. You're passionate.
I mean, even on the ACT, what we do is they teach us to eliminate the wrong choices first, and that's good test-taking skills.
Yeah.
And so that's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
good
that is
intelligence,
actually-
that's just what they call a test-taking skill.
Good point.
Yeah, good point, Mitchell.
that was a good
I can
one.
see. I can see in you.
Let's go on. Oh,
Ooh, 3.
how important is it to be perceived as intelligent? Who starts our question? We're on the B. Anna, Emma, and Leah. Back to you guys, right? Okay, Anna.
How important is it to be perceived as intelligent?
Corinne?
I say it depends on who you ask, and like what your definition of intelligent is. Like personally, I'd rather have good character before people think I'm smart.
Very nice point, Corinne. Who's next? Miss Leah.
I think it's important to be perceived as intelligent to get a job and get into schools.
For jobs, education. Ava?
I said it's kind of important for like jobs and stuff, but I'd much rather be considered like a nice person or something than smart.
Isabel?
I kind of agree with what Corinne said. I think it depends on like the person and what they value, but I think it could also like if you're considered intelligent, it could kind of help like your self-esteem and your self-confidence, kind of make you feel better about yourself, but I don't think it's like necessarily very important.
Does anyone have a question for these guys?
You need to be intelligent to have a high quality of life.
Do you need to be intelligent to have a high quality of life?
Yeah, who determines those?
We are A. A, what do you think?
I don't think so. I think if you're like surrounded yourself with good people, you don't need to be smart to have yourself a good life.
Well, and yeah, like Michael just said, like it depends on what your definition of high
Quality
Yeah.
life is. That's exactly what I went through. I'm like, okay, are we talking high quality based on money, health, friendships? Yeah. I'm very curious about this next question, so I'm going to speed us up. B, to what extent is intelligence a necessary quality in those you choose to date? Were you a B person?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said somewhat, 'cause you might want someone who's like educated so you could talk to them.
So you can talk to them. Emma?
Yeah, I was agreeing with that. As long as they can hold a conversation, because I hate people who like give one-word answers. Because it's like, okay, well then I'm just talking and you're just saying, okay, yeah, that's cool. Like it's annoying.
Mm-hmm. Chase, how important is it that you date a smart person?
That it is only necessary if they are so dumb that it makes you mad or unhappy.
That's vague, Chase. What does so dumb mean?
What does
They-
intelligent
No, I
mean?
actually-
Intelligent is vague.
I actually
Okay, Mitchell, you're up. How important is intelligence to the dating population of your choice?
It is not the number one importance, but it's definitely a factor that you take in because you have it.
So do you ask them their IQ before you start dating them?
No, you definitely don't. It's something you have to feel. I guess
You
it,
feel it out.
but I guess intelligence shouldn't really matter because you should like them for who they are, and if they're dumb, then you should still like them. I mean, you don't have to like them, but if you end up doing like them, yeah.
Then it's positive.
I just wrote like average importance, but I didn't really have a reason, so I kind of want to take Chase's reason for it.
What do you mean you don't have a reason?
Well, like I don't know how to explain like why it's like I just like Chase's answer, and like I want to piggyback off his. Like they can't be like so dumb where it like frustrates you, but I don't think like they have to be a genius.
Have you guys ever seen the Netflix Never Have I Ever? There's this kid on there who's a really smart kiddo. He's a high school kid, senior. He dates a really like hot mama, and she cannot hold a conversation. All she can do is talk about her phone, and you can just see his face. It's just glossy. He's just like, "Are you serious? Can we do something besides Instagram?" You know. All right, ladies and gentlemen. No, everybody put it away, but Chase, give me that. All right, tomorrow in class, when you guys are at home, I'm going to start the actual learning target A, describe the nature of the theories of intelligence, and we're going to go through this. So while you're at home, this is not going to be turned in, but this is what I would like you guys to open and follow along. Purple page. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Does anybody want to put out a dating website for yourself? I am single, 1-800, looking for an intelligent date. Can't be too dumb. I'm just kidding, everybody at home. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.